welcome to the Krazecast, the podcast run by the fans for the fans that brings you close to the action. My name's Roxy, and today I'm joined by my fellow host, Jay, and our podcast editor, Robyn.
Hello, long time no see.
For real.
To keep up with all our content, be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all at Craze Magazine, and YouTube, The Craze.
If you enjoy our content, please consider helping to support our organization through Ko-Fi. Head over to ko-fi.com/thecraze where you can donate however much you please, and we thank you so much for your support. If we're good, we can move on to the next topic.
Which is concerts. Right, Robyn?
Yes.
Me and Roxy went to the same concert recently, but Robyn got to go to a concert that, well, is it? I guess it would be the same.
It's technically the same concert, but not, because I'm pretty sure that they changed
it's
the
like
set.
their final before the end. Roxy, are you ready for the next tour? Because that's gonna happen.
No, I'm not. I'm not financially recovered from all of the fucking emergencies in my life, so I'm not prepared for.
Well, prepare, Roxy. Unfortunately, because they've already started hinting at new dates, or at least locations.
They better make one of those locations Washington, D.C., bitch.
But Robyn got to go to an ATEEZ concert. And this is your first time going to an ATEEZ concert, right?
Other than seeing them at KCON, yes.
How did you like it? Or how did you feel about... I mean, I know you're not the biggest ATEEZ stan.
Well, the timing just was horrible, honestly, because it was around the time that Moonbin passed away. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who don't know, Moonbin is my second ultimate bias after Jinyoung. And so I was not happy, also mainly because the stadium where the concert was held was where I was supposed to see him and Sanha later in July. So I already was not in a good mood, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I thought I was expecting to see a lot of Korean fans there. No, I think I saw more foreign fans there than I saw Korean. It was really interesting because I was like, okay, and then I had the experience of the girls behind me where they were really mad because they weren't speaking English, and I was like, we're in Korea, of course they're gonna speak Korean. But yeah, other than that, it was they were good. ATEEZ, they're really good at performing, but I just my favorite member is Dongho, and my favorite thing is that he always looks so mad when
he's concentrating. Okay, he has to carry the vocal line.
He always I feel like he has a permanent he's always that, you know. But I love him.
He's so mad. Every time he sings, he always looks so mad when he sings, and I think it's the cutest thing in the whole world.
It is cute. It's just
he's so cute.
It was also the encore. So typically whenever artists have a tour, they start in Seoul and then they have an encore that ends in Seoul. And so that's what ATEEZ was. It was to end the whole world tour. So they did songs that they didn't do anywhere else. I was really sad because I wanted them to do Dancing Like Butterfly Wings because that's a song I know really well. And apparently they had performed it in Japan, so they did not perform it.
They performed it in Japan? Because that wasn't on the set list in America this time.
Yeah, they apparently performed it in Japan because that's what they said, that they performed it in Japan. And so I was like, but yeah, I don't know many ATEEZ songs, so I just felt for a while I was just watching TV. I just didn't know any of the any of their side tracks, you know. And then I remember when they performed, what is it, Wonderland?
Oh,
Wonderland live is amazing.
It is amazing.
I was like, oh. And I got bias racked out my ass by Wooyoung.
It happens. Welcome to the club.
ATEEZ is one where you can't have just one bias. Yeah. It doesn't work because I swear to God, I was the strongest Hongjung bias in the world, and that is not true anymore. Mm-hmm. I see Yoonho and I forget my name.
So like my friends, we bought one of our coworkers who's like only like really into like Stray Kids and BTS. We took her with us. She didn't know anything about ATEEZ. And she was so whipped for Mingy.
He does
Like
that though.
whipped
Like,
for Mingy. And now she got really into them and she loves Yeosang.
Yeah.
And I'm like, girl. And I remember looking at my friend who does like Hongjun, and I went, go get him, please. He's being rude. He's being mean. She was like, girl, tell Jongho to fix his face.
that's rude.
That's
Can't do
me.
shit.
There's nothing wrong with his face. Thank you.
Yes, there's nothing wrong. It's cute.
Have you
But
heard
he
him
looks
singing?
so angry.
Yeah.
He just
I would
looks
be
so
angry too.
It's like my favorite thing. Like I will go back and randomly rewatch like some of the videos I took from it, because they did not also like, typically in Korea you cannot record concerts. Like they are very like typically very like, this is my 4th concert I've been to in Korea. The other 3 have been very tiny. This one was like on the bigger scale for me, and they did not care if you recorded the whole concert. They did not care.
That is awesome.
And I think it's because it was at the Jamsil station or Jamsil Stadium. So, but yeah, like I remember re-looking at my video. And I literally hear me go, why does he look so mad? I'm like, Robyn, shut up. Like, why do you say this shit?
Cute though.
It's
He's
really
very
cute.
cute. It's
I think it's really cute. It's endearing.
Yes. He's like, I'm Angie.
I also love how he is always the most dressed in every outfit.
Dude, no, it's not okay. I'm gonna be honest. The fucking designers or like the costume, whoever did costumes for that tour, for that encore, did a shit job with Jungho. They did a shit job with him, because like all the other members looked great, and then Jungho just had baggy ass shit. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like, I will never forget what Woo Young was wearing, and I was whipped for Woo Young at that moment on.
Wait, is that the one when
out,
like his shirt came off and he like had titties out? Was that in
No.
Seoul?
That did
I
not
don't
happen
remember where
here.
that happened.
That did not happen here.
Okay.
No, he comes out in a very low V-neck, like long sleeve, like, you know, like what is it called? Like sequin shit. And I was like, and the way they styled his hair, he had a little scarf that he like, and I was like, I was whipped. I was whipped at that moment for that. And like all the other members looked great. And then just looking at Jongho, it was like
what happened here?
Well,
it literally looked like a 4-year-old style Jongho.
Jungho doesn't like to do the sexy stuff, so I feel like
Yeah, which is understandable.
But I feel like sometimes because they like do the sexy on the other members, they like forget to do it okay on him, if that makes sense, to like make his tasteful, you know what I mean?
Yes, there's ways to make it like tailored to him, keeping it still, you know, if he wants to be, you know, more covered up, sure, but you can go, you know,
like at least give him some form to his body. I shit you not, he looked like a log.
They do that to Yoonho sometimes too, because he's tall. They give him like the giant like coat.
Yes, that's exactly what they did to Jungho. I was like, why? And I saw them on day 1, I believe. So I saw them on day 1, because it was a 2-day encore, and like I was just like, why? Like, why would you do that to him? But like ATEEZ, they are very hardcore dancers. I feel like they're still trying to get used to how to interact with fans during their side tracks that aren't dance songs. You know what I mean? Because like they're like, they looked very awkward during those songs where they were trying to interact with fans that weren't dance songs. Like if you give them a dance track, they're on it. But like when it comes to like the songs that are not dance focused and like they're interacting with fans, it looks really awkward. So I think they're still trying to find that fine line of how to interact with fans. Plus you could tell that they were tired.
Yeah, I can imagine. I feel like they've been nonstop touring for like 2 years, or since whenever tours happen.
Yeah.
So.
I'm glad that at least you were able to go to an ATEEZ concert and experience. I wonder, the experience in Korea is obviously different than experiencing it here in America, you know? So it's just like, Oh, I wonder what I didn't watch anything from that, but I mean, who knows what this next tour and comeback's gonna bring? I know Roxy's not ready, so
They put Hongjung in full yeehaw for the
I-
trailer.
I've been avoiding spoilers.
Oh,
I-
yeah,
Sorry,
they
he's in full
showed-
yeehaw costume, dude.
They showed the Oh, I remember them showing the trailer like before the concert started. And everyone was like, what the fuck is this? And then they come out, they perform, and they're like, oh, did you like our trailer? That's our trailer for our comeback. And everyone was like, what? It was really funny. Because we all just thought it was a regular VCR for this concert.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they're like, why
It
are
was
they
really
Western?
funny. It was really funny. No, I remember them. I remember seeing that full cowboy hat on that man, and I went, no. I left Texas for a reason. I didn't come to Korea to see it here.
I wonder how it's gonna like translate to like the actual comeback, because they all of their comeback trailers are their parent twos, right?
Yeah.
So Yoonho was a mechanic man, and that was a huge problem for me. But like, I just don't know how they're gonna incorporate all that together.
Jay, look at Jay.
Yeah, he and
Now
Jongho
I'm
were like
curious.
mechanics, and he has like a little like oil thing on his face. I was like, oh no, he looks like a man. He's doing man stuff.
Hold on.
Huge problem. Huge problem for me.
Where are these comebacks?
Way bigger of a problem than Yeehaw Hongjung. I can't say I was really into that. So Mingi was the other one. Did he have a cowboy hat? I don't remember if Mingi had the
I
cowboy
can't
hat too,
remember.
but-
Also, fun fact about Korea that is interesting. In Korea, they actually do not dress up for concerts. They will go in sweats. They do not care.
I mean, I feel like the dressing up in concerts thing is very, very recent.
Very American.
Yeah, very,
But very recent.
Yeah, it's like it was really weird like seeing like all these girls like with their hair in rollers and in sweatpants and like a full tracksuit. And then it was so funny because you could tell who the foreigners were versus who the Koreans were.
You know what? I
for-
think
The foreigners were the ones that dressed up. The Koreans were the ones that wore sweatpants.
I think that's because the Korean fans don't have like Delulu in them at all, so they don't care what they look like.
Well, they do. Just not like
a Delulu.
Maybe in a different way. You know what I mean?